Hi guys, this is Ranjan, and today I'm going to show you how you can upload your code to the GitHub from Uipath, and later how to delete the repository in the GitHub itself. And after that, when you update the do any changes in the Uipath, then how can you change it to the GitHub itself? So for that, first we will go to log into the GitHub. So you need to write GitHub login here and press enter, and here we need to sign in. So my account was already signed in. So if your account is not signed in, then directly let me show you how it will appear. It will appear like this page, and here you will find one sign in option. Then you need to click it here. Then after that you will get a username or email and password, and you can directly sign it over here. Okay, so once you sign in, then GitHub will show you this kind of page. So first what you need to do is you need to create a repository. Like here you can see in green color, like we have one repository. So first you click that, and here you need to provide the repository name. So as per your project name, you can put it here. So for example, right now I'm just using something like test one to, I think test one to is fine. And description also you want to give like this is my demo project. So okay, so it's optional, so you can use it or not, it depends on you. So after that it will come as public and private. So if you keep it as public, then anyone can access. For example, if anyone just visit to your GitHub, then he or she can access your project. So in that case it will be like if the project is too confidential, then anyone can access it and they can do any kind of misuse. So for that reason we need to make it as private only, so that only you can access, and to whom you give the access, they or else they only can use that. Otherwise it will be like what used to say, it can be hacked or something, because right now these kind of things used to go. Okay, so once you click on private, then after that you don't need to do anything here. Okay, just leave it as it is, then click on create repository. Okay, so after you click on create repository, you will get a page like this. So here is your some URL. So this URL belongs to your repository, like test12.git. So for example, suppose you use something like facebook.com, so something like that. It is for the for their database itself. So here you can use this git, and it's TPS request, so for that reason it can't be hacked. Okay, anyway, so let me go to the UI path and let me create one process. So the process I am going to give a name as demo test, sorry, test one. Here you can give your any kind of description, it depends on you. Then I will hit on create. So right now I'm going to upload the code on the GitHub, so I will make it as simple, because I'm not going to do it any what you used to say, building and make it more complex. So okay, anyway, so let me open a new workflow, and here I will use one message box, and I will type it here as thanks Ranjan. Okay, so once it's done, I just saved the code, and now I just want this code to put it in the GitHub, like I need to upload it on the GitHub. So for that, what I need to do is I will go to the home, and here you have one team. So for that reason you need to click on team, and here you can see as git init. Okay, so hit on this git init, and after that you need to go back, and then you need to see, yeah, select folder. Okay, so all these folders, like whatever data workflows or projects, anything whatever is there, it will go to the GitHub. So for example, let me show you directly. Like I am going here, and sorry, not here, UI path, and here you can see demo test. See whatever datas are there. Okay, so this all those data will go to the Git. So whenever you click hit on the Git, then here it will create one Git folder itself. Like right now you can see like here like previously whenever you create any workflow, it will not come, this Git will not be there. For example, suppose if I go to any another process, like here, as here you can see we don't have any Git folder because I haven't uploaded this on the Git. So for that reason, whenever you hit on the Git, then like Git init, then it will, this folder will appear. Okay, so let me give a commit message, and this commit message is mandatory. Suppose I want to give, this is my first project. Okay, so here we have two things like commit and push and commit. So commit and push we use like suppose let me tell you the commit. What is commit? Commit is like, for example, suppose I hit on this commit means, then it will only store here itself. It will not go to this browser, like the whole code. In commit means it will just come here, it will not go anywhere else. Like in my local folder only I can access, and it will not publish on this website. But in case of I hit on commit and push, then it will come here in this git, sorry, yeah, here as you can see one Git file is there, means in folder is there. Here only it will come, it will upload, the code will be saved here, and again it will also get published here also. So for that reason we will select commit and push. So okay, so now it will ask you about name and URL. So name is your project name which you have created, like this whole one. Let me copy this, and the URL is your this URL, like as I showed you before, this one, like it's on http request.git. So let me copy this one and let me use this, and I need to click on add. So once you add, then it will come as a remote repository, then you need to save it. Okay, so now your code is getting pushed to the GitHub website and the GitHub folder itself. Like for example, right now I will go to this Git folder, and here somewhere I think it would be there. Think where, anyway, leave it. So but it is there in some folder, the code is already there, but I am not able to recall like where it is. And right now you can see here, like if I click here itself on my test 12, okay, so now you can see all my projects are here itself. Okay, so for example, I do any kind of, suppose tomorrow any other person came and he also joined your project, and suppose you gave him some workflow to build, and that workflow like he has created on this system, like on the same system. At that time what will happen? For example, suppose I'm a new guy, suppose I created one new workflow, new project one, and inside this workflow the same thing I have used. Okay, okay, so if I run this one, then obviously the output will come here because there is no error. Yeah, okay, so I have run this one right and now what happened is, like I need to put it in the GitHub. Like as you can see here, like if I click on test, see we don't have anything. Like for example, as I have created this new project, as here you can see we have one new project, but in GitHub we don't have. So I need to upload that, because what happen is, like if that a guy has already created and tomorrow anyone can delete this file, so at that time it will be a big trouble. Like again the person needs to create, so for that reason we need to upload it to the GitHub. So for that what we need to do is, this one is your project folder. Here you can click on commit. Even even if you want to click here like in new project also, then also it's fine. You need to right click on the new project and give the commit message. So for example, let me show you that. Let me commit, yeah, the same thing will happen. and now again you need to give one commit message. So every time whenever you do any changes or anything, like if you upload, if you done any kind of changes on the workflow, if you are going to upload a new workflow, then also you need to give commit messages, so that if tomorrow if another developer or anyone else see your GitHub, then he or she will not get confused. Okay, so let me use this updated, sorry, updated workflow, and here you can give the date, so that tomorrow your manager can't say you that you didn't, oh, when you didn't work, because this kind of things used to happen. Haha, anyways. Okay, so I told you like commit and what we need to do it on commit, and what we need to do it on commit and push. So for that reason we will click on commit and push. Okay, so now if you click here, see your new project has arrived. Okay, so so like this you can create all those things and everything, like all. So one thing, just a second, what I was looking for, I forgot that one. uh, yeah, so here in commits you can see like two commits are there. Okay, so when you hit on these two commits or any kind of commit, like for example suppose tomorrow you did any changes, then here you can see like what you have done, like updated workflow, like at one on 1 minute, before 1 minute I did this one, or this is my first project, like committed on 5 minutes ago. And here you can see like 13th 2023. Even here also you don't need to give date, but sometimes I used to give, that's not a big deal. So anyway, so like this you can do all those stuffs. So but right now suppose I want to delete this. What happened is tomorrow your project has gone to an end and they just told that your this is not required, like this project. So what you need to do, you just want to delete this one, like you will have around 20 to 30 repository. So you just need to remove all those, what you used to say, like unused projects which is not going on. So for that what you need to do, just sorry, just click here. I think it's taking a little more time. hmm okay, so once you are inside this your repository, then go to settings, then go to the bottom of the screen, and here you can see like delete this repository. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, like, first I will just copy this whole one. Okay, control C. I will tell you why I am copying this. When you click on this repository, it will ask you that you want to I want to delete this repository, something like that. Just click here, and unexpected bad things happen. So you need to be very careful, like if you don't want to like if tomorrow any kind of repository may be on use, so like if you are totally confirmed that it will not come in use, then you can delete it, otherwise don't delete. Because sometimes what happen is we used to delete unused things, and later we feel regret that why we deleted, because that used to come in use. Okay, anyway, so here it will ask you like to confirm, type this one and in the box below. So if I type the whole one, it used to take time, and as a lazy person, I don't think anyone, like, for me, I am I don't think I'm going to type everything all the time. So just paste this one, and here we used to have, like, here we don't have any space, but here we do have space. So just remove this space and delete this repository. Okay, so now as you can see, your repository has got deleted. So in this way you can upload the code on the GitHub, you can create the repository, and you can delete the repository. So if you like my video, please hit the bell hit subscription and hit the bell icon. So thank you.